Look at what we have here.
Well, it's official, you guys. We got Lizzo in DBD before GTA 6. Hey everyone, this is Cypher here. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. So, fun fact, this is actually my first time ever playing a PTB on my channel. So, that's fun, right? Except the chapter we got was this. What the fuck is this exactly? I'm really disappointed, really, because I was expecting the next chapter just to be something really cool and innovative, but instead we just got some random woman and a dog. Like, this to me feels like the Skull Merchant situation all over again. Like, this does not look good at all, and from what I've heard, it's been getting shit on pretty badly. This doesn't look like a killer, I'm sorry, like, she just isn't scary. But whatever, yeah, we got a cool little dog here, I guess. He's probably like the highlight of the chapter, really, I mean. But yeah, it is the PTB, so of course there is bugs to be expected, so I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I'm already seeing some clipping with the lobby animations here. So yeah, this is our new killer, the Houndmaster, and we're going to take a look at her information. So for starters, she's a 4.6 meters per second max base speed killer. Are you sure? Really? She is a 4.6. Okay. I'm going to take your word for it, but I don't believe you somehow. I'm sorry. But that's her speed, apparently. 32 meter base terror radius and average height, so that's all normal. Then we have the power, which is scent of blood. I don't normally like to read out the power all the way through, sometimes just because it's, you know, word salad, really. It's a load of verbal diarrhea, but we'll just do it anyways. So it's called Scent of Blood. For the special ability, we have Chase. The Chase command sends the dog out at high speed. Pressing the power button again redirects the chase, pivoting the dog's path. When the dog catches a survivor, the dog starts a grab. The survivor becomes hindered and is pulled towards the Houndmaster. The survivor can get free by stunning the dog or can be rescued by another survivor. Grabs that end without injury leave the survivor hindered. Grab duration is shorter for survivors with the endurance status effect. For the special ability, we have Search. The Search command sends the dog to a target location, creating a search path. It has its own lullaby, and as it moves, its hound sense radius rises over distance traveled. Survivors who enter the radius are affected by hound sense and revealed by killer instinct. If the Houndmaster follows the dog's search path, she gains increased movement speed over time. Leaving the search path ends the bonus movement speed. And then finally, for special effect, we have Hound Sense. Healthy survivors affected by Hound Sense receive deep wounds when injured. Injured survivors affected by Hound Sense suffer from louder grunts of pain and longer pulse of blood when put into the dying state. So basically, they just took the knight and then meshed it with like the death slinger and thought, yeah, that'll be a cool power, I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess sending a dog after someone is interesting maybe, but I mean, it doesn't feel like anything really too unique. For the perks, the first one we have starting out is called All Shaking Thunder. That has to be some irony, surely. That was clearly intentional, just based on the build of this woman. But anyway, yeah, All Shaking Thunder. After you fall from a height, your lunge attack distance is increased by 75% for 16 seconds. This perk has a 5-second cooldown. That's crazy. That's going to get nerfed. That is 100% going to get nerfed. 75% is a pretty big increase to your lunge, and for 16 solid seconds, and it only has a small ass cooldown. Yeah, I can already see that getting nerfed, but that's a nice perk. I can't argue with it. Very situational, though, because not all maps have a height. Like, not all maps have a large height that you can fall from. Most do have at least a main building, some with a second floor, but it's not that often that all maps do, so, you know, whatever. So that's the first one. Next one we have is Scourge Hook Jagged Compass. At the start of the trial, up to 4 random hooks are changed into Scourge Hooks. You see the auras in white. When a survivor is unhooked from a hook, it becomes a Scourge Hook. Oh, okay. When you hook a survivor on a Scourge Hook, the aura of the generator with the most progress is revealed in yellow for 10 seconds. So that's kind of cool. Does that mean that you can just like turn every hook on the map into a Scourge Hook if they get unhooked from them? That's kind of cool. It has sort of the discordance feature there or whatever, like the whole highlighting in yellow and revealing it kind of thing. Yeah, that's all right. Honestly, that's nice. I mean, yeah, it gives you some aura value, so I can't complain. So those two perks are pretty good, to be honest. And then finally, we have no quarter. When a survivor reaches 75% healing progress while self-healing, they are faced with continuous skill checks. If one of these skill checks is missed or the heal is interrupted, the survivor suffers from the broken status effect for 30 seconds. Okay, that's probably like my least favorite out of the three, but it kind of has the same like feature, I guess, as Merciless Storm, where it just berates you with a bunch of skill checks until you inevitably miss, because they're usually really small as well, are the skill checks. But yeah, interesting perk selection. I'm curious to see how those play out in a game. But yeah, we're going to move over now to the new survivor. I could just preview the new Mori here, but I would rather get a Mori in a game, so we're going to try and do that. But anyways, if we switch over to survivor, our new survivor, of course, is...
Prove myself worthy.
Yeah. Ew, she's Scottish. But yeah, her name is Taurie Cain. She just looks like if Sable and McKellar, if possible, were able to have a child and then they bust the hair. That's what it looks like. For the first perk, we have Invocation Treacherous Crows. When in the basement near the circle, press the ability button 2 to begin the invocation. Invocations take 60 seconds. Other survivors will see your aura during this and can join an ongoing interaction. Once the invocation is completed, you become injured and gain the broken status effect for the rest of the trial. All of that is like normal. That's about half the course for one of these perks, and the only thing that this perk does differently though to Sable's perk is that when a survivor is in the terror radius and the killer scares a crow, their aura is revealed to all survivors for 2 seconds. Completing the invocation disables that perk for all survivors. That's pretty good, to be fair. I mean, considering that, I mean, is it worth being broken for that value? Not really, because that's going to affect you the rest of the trial. But I mean, hey, the fact that in a terror radius, they're going to be scaring a crow quite a lot is the killer, so you're going to get a lot of aura value there, and the fact that everyone else gets to see it as well. Think about it, 2 seconds of aura value, and then they're probably going to scare another crow like within a few seconds anyway, so you're going to be constantly seeing the killer there. That's pretty damn good, I'm not going to lie. The next one we have is Clean Break. After you finish healing another survivor while being healed by another survivor, press the ability button 1 to gain the broken status effect. What is with all the broken statuses? Why are there so many broken perks here? After 60 seconds, you become healthy. This perk does not activate if you're already broken. The effect is cancelled if you go into the dying state. Isn't that essentially useless? While being healed by someone else, you can press the button to become broken and then automatically heal anyway. So what's the point? Like, instead of waiting 60 seconds to become healthy immediately, you might as well just let your teammate heal you. What's the point in that? That's actually useless, and you're doing yourself no favors by making yourself broken, because that just means that you're going to be more easily downed by the killer. So that's a stupid perk, to be honest, but there you go. And then finally we have Shoulder the Burden. Once per trial, as long as you are not on death hook, press the ability button 2 in front of a hooked survivor to unhook them. Huh. When they are unhooked, they lose 1 hook state and you gain 1 hook state. You also scream and gain the exposed status effect for 20 seconds. Damn. Okay, well, I was not expecting a perk like that. That's kind of crazy. So you're just basically saying, oh, I want to die quicker. Yeah, give me an extra hook state and also, like, make me insta-down for 20 seconds. So I don't know. That's very interesting, but I guess we'll find out how that works in a game. But those are all of her perks. She looks like... Let me check the bio real quick. Okay, it does say her. Okay, I was honestly expecting some they them bullshit, to be honest. But yeah, that's our new killer and survivor. Honestly, very underwhelming in my opinion, and I don't see this being one that I'll probably buy, which would actually be a first. I don't think I've ever not bought a chapter in live release, but this just looks really shit. So yeah, apparently there's a new map too called like Ormond Lake Mines or something, so hopefully we can get onto that. But yeah, without further ado, we're going to switch back over to killer, and we're going to get into a game without further ado.
20 minutes later.
Well, after waiting for what feels like an eternity, we finally managed to get into a lobby. I don't know what is going on right now, you guys, but the matchmaking in this PTB is cooked. I guess the more important question is, though, what the fuck is going on with the lighting right now? Because one half of the screen's telling me one thing with, like, the sky and the fucking full moon, and then the ground and the trees, it looks like a flashbang went off or something. I don't even know, guys, honestly. Okay, we actually got the new map. Okay. Hopefully not. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. I have played a bunch of games already before this, and they have all pretty much gone to shit. So Let's hope this one is different. Let's hope it's an exception to that rule. I can't say from first looks that this map looks particularly great. It looks a little bit like something I'd expect from Rainbow Six Siege, honestly, but hey, whatever. That's what we got, I guess. So basically just explaining it for those of you who have never played this chapter before and don't know how it works. I mean, understandably, a lot of you will be on console. You have a switch command button and it basically allows you to flick between search and chase. Very simple. By the way, I did bring a Devour Hope totem. Hello. Nia. Oh, God. I fucked that up. And yeah, you can also redirect the dog, which is kind of hype. If you initially fuck up the line that you send it in. Okay, that was just a little prediction swing. That's okay. Okay, I don't know what just happened there. It looked like I was about to fall over into the snow, but anyway. So, I have my issues with this killer. I will get into those as we go along, and probably in the outro I'll expand on it a lot more. What is this down here? Oh, I've not seen this. This is cool. Ah. Nice, we have a little underground area. That's cool. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was talking about before this, but yeah. Essentially, the power's very, very easy to understand. It's just not so good in execution. Like, it feels a little bit all over the place, like it's a bit buggy. Wow, that was not so smart, was it, Nia? Oh, but we did get some all-breaking thunder, whatever it's called, the perk, which gives me that insane 75% increased lunge. Look at that, that was beautiful. Okay, and we actually have a Scourge Hook right here, which allows me to execute the other new perk, which shows me that that gen over there is in yellow. Oh, we've got another person here. What is that perk called again? It's called Jagged Compass. Okay. But yeah, that perk shows me that that gen over there is close to probably being done. I don't know. Just shows me that it's got the most progress, so. Yeah, I like that this map has a lot of variety going on, but just visually, it does look a little bit like, I don't know what it is, if it's the coloring and whatnot, but it's very light looking, almost plasticky, if that makes any sense. Wow. That's the second person now who's done that. And we've got some all shaking thunder value. Yes, I hope it doesn't run out anytime soon. Ooh, if I was just a bit closer, if I was just a bit closer. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, I fucked that up. What am I doing right now, guys? I don't know. I hope nobody cleanses my... Oh, my God. That would have been so good for her, but she just messed it up, so... She could have just got a blind. But, yeah, we did bring Devour Hope, like I say, so I do need to check up on that. I hope that doesn't get cleansed, because it's my only chance, besides maybe the end game, of getting a Mori. So, yeah, that's still standing strong, thankfully. So, yeah, we will have to leave, so the other person can get a... Well, one of them can get an unhook. But yeah, we haven't actually used the search ability yet. Oh, we don't even need to. There's somebody right here. Nice. Nice, okay. Whoa, chill out, dude. Holy crap. What should we call that dog? Should we call it Princess? I feel like that's the most fitting. Or Cupcake. We'll call it Cupcake. You know how it be. People with fucking rabid-ass dogs. And they'll give it the most cutesy little name ever. Honestly, I think we should call it Cupcake. That's kind of hype. Okay, we got a second token. Why did you just run right into me? That was an interesting move. You totally lost sight of me, didn't you? Okay, I think we hook her on a normal hook. That's fine. The only other perk there is, which I don't have any control over, it's the one that affects the survivors with skill checks, which is no quarter. Yeah, so I don't need to pay attention to that. That does its own thing, you know. But yeah, we need to send the dog out on a search since we actually haven't done that yet. So I think... Yeah, we can send it to that generator over there. Okay, we got a third token. That means now we can insta-down. So these guys are going to be a lot more inclined now to cleanse that totem. So that's not going to be good for us, is it? Okay, yeah, they're definitely going to catch wind of that very quickly. That person just got detected, as you can see, so that's how that works. Just lets me know where they are temporarily with Killer Instinct. It's okay. I feel like the... Indeed. Stop your whining. I feel like the best part, though, arguably, undeniably, is obviously the grab thing. Like, that's obvious. Yeah, you see what I mean? Trying to get rid of my goddamn thing. How dare you? How dare you? And by the time that other person's been unhooked, I'm going to get my 4th token, so hell yeah. We're going to put you all the way over here. Okay, 4th token. Put you on here, and then when you get unhooked, we'll get 5 tokens. Yeah, boy. And get a good old Mori. And, yeah, I'm curious to see how that looks as well, because I'm honestly half expecting her to just fucking sit on them or something, like just pull off a Gibraltar from Apex move and just fucking, like, crush their rib cage or something. Hello. How's it going? Okay, she's downed. I really hope they don't cleanse the totem anytime now, because I am, like, nowhere near it, and I'm not paying attention, so... Oh, there's a hook right here. That's convenient. Okay. Put you on there. No! You see what I mean? They got rid of it. The fucking idiots. I knew this would happen. If I left that goddamn zone for more than a second, somebody would get rid of it. Well, I'm just going to have to tunnel them out now, I guess. Make sure that they're the one I Mori in the end game, just to put the point across. It's pretty much a given in this game, guys. Like, honestly. Okay, we've managed to actually grab someone for once. That's a first. There we go. I can't really give too many, like, positive points, really, about this killer. Like, maybe the dog being, like, the best part in, like, the whole grab feature. And I liked, like, most of the animations, but that's kind of setting the bar low, you know, if you're complimenting the animations instead of the actual gameplay itself or the design of the killer. Like, it shouldn't come down to such small things like the animations, but that's really what I'm paying most attention to, that I've actually enjoyed. But they're, like, the only things I can really think of on the top of my head that I've enjoyed so far, which is kind of sad. Honestly, this map isn't that great when you really think about it. It's not the best laid out, but it's something different, so hey, I've got a bias, I guess, because I've never played on it before. This is probably, like, the only content besides, like maybe the Mori that I haven't actually seen yet already, so... I could see your shadow from all the way back there, like your legs or whatever. Really? We've just given up already? Okay. Kill me! Hi, fine. Let's set the dog on you. Look at that, dude. It's not even in really... Is it in its mouth? I can't really tell. Okay, it might actually be in the mouth. Okay. There's been a few instances where it's kind of bugged and the hand of the survivor is in the dog's head and not in its mouth, so that's always kind of funny. But yeah, she's really just given up, bro. Oh my god. She does not want to play against me. She's not even been hooked once and she's already given up. That's wild. But yeah, if I had, like, Undying right now, that would be so goated. I could just bring back the totem. But hey, that's whatever, I guess. You stupid, bro. You really just got right in that locker in front of me. That's a bold move. Okay, well, I think you're dead, right? Yep, see you later. I wonder if the Nia's in here. Nope. Okay, she isn't. Surprising. Yeah, I have to say I like all of the killer perks. Like, none of the killer perks are bad, in my opinion. I think the survivor side, there's probably one complaint, which I've already made, but that's about it. Like, the perks seem to be more or less great, in my opinion. I don't really have an issue with those, you know? Now, I believe there's actually a command that you can, like, pet the dog if I stand next to it. So, if I stand still long enough, it wants to let me. Hey, dog, stay still. I want to pet you. Stop running away. Stop running away. Oh, my God. There is a pet feature, but the dog doesn't want to stay still, so... Yeah, it doesn't want to pop up for whatever reason. Get off. No. She's probably the one that actually cleansed the totem, so we'll kill her last, probably. Where's the dog gone right now? I'm trying to pet, you know? I'm trying to pet. Stay still, buddy. Yeah, nothing's popping up. I don't really know what's going on. It's not popping up with anything. Usually it does. Yeah, I'm at a loss. I don't know what's going on. Oh, well. That's fine, I guess. Right, let's go pop you on here. Now we just have to head over to that gen there that's been highlighted. Very convenient. That's probably most likely where Nia is at right now. And she's the last person. Oh, and here she is. I'm gonna go and kick this first, get some XP in before the end of the trial. I hope she doesn't get the little hatch here or anything. Where are you? You're up here, aren't you? Hello. Well, we didn't have to set the dog on her, I guess. That's fine. Right, let's Mori you.
Thou dost infect mine eyes.
Holy shit! Yo, what just happened there as well? There's just a lot of fog at the end game. I don't know what just happened, but... Damn, it's dark. I don't know what just happened to the end game. It's been completely fucked over, but... That is a brutal Mori. I was not expecting that. Okay, well, that was the killer game. I guess we'll get into a survivor game now, and we'll see you guys there. Okay, you guys, we are on the Shattered Square as the buzz-cut, ugly, knockoff, Sable, Michaela, maybe even that one skin for the Trickster, if you guys know which one I'm referring to. But yes, we're here with Feng, who's overly excited. I don't know what her deal is, but hey, gotta appreciate it, you know? A happy teammate. Now, I feel like we're going to be against the new killer. I don't want to get my hopes up. Not that I have my hopes up, guys. Let's be for real here. I do not have my hopes up. This killer's so whack. But there we go. There she is. In all of her glory? Or should I say in all of her gluttony? Oh, God. She's such a goofy killer. I can't even believe they added her, like, for real. It's so silly, like, when you really think about it. You're going to send your dog on me? Wow, that's cute. Yeah, send Cupcake after me. Well, that's gone now. I guess we'll have to take her to this loop here. Hell yeah. I'm trying to send your goddamn dog on me, you lazy bitch. Fine, injure me. I don't care. That just allows me to use my perk quicker. Clean break. Now that I'm injured, if somebody else gets injured, we can use clean break. Hell yeah. Get that value early on in the game, you know? She got pallet stunned. Much deserved. Oh no, she's mad. She is mad. Chill out, Lizzo. It's not that serious. I promise you it's not that serious. Run, Trevor. Run. Don't even try to heal me. No. I need to get my value. I need to get my value. You can't heal me right now. I know you really want to, Feng. I know you're just such a nice person, but you can't. I'm sorry. We must get this gen cranked out right now. Let's get it done. Hello, Ash. Where's the doggy? There he is. Hello, doggy. How's it going, doggy? You're the only good redeeming part of this chapter, by the way, bro. Just thought I'd let you know. No. I have to get my perk value. I have to get my perk value, guys. You don't get it. You don't get it. Uh-oh, is she after me? Yeah, she is. Oh my god, bro. Fuck off. Leave me alone. Jeez. God, did I ask for your input, missus? No, I didn't. I didn't ask for your input, okay? Right, let's use shoulder the burden. It goes. We're going to transfer ourselves a hook state, and there we go. Highlighted in yellow, and we are exposed. Wonderful. And now if we heal Trevor here, hopefully if the killer doesn't come over and interrupt, which is very likely, which is actually the only situation where I can imagine clean break being useful in the live games, but, you know, when this actually releases, but, yeah. Now that we can do that, you can try and heal me, bro, and I can apply clean break. There we go, buddy. He's, like, probably proper confused right now, but don't worry, it'll all make sense very shortly, and by shortly, I mean in, like, 60 seconds. So we're gonna have to try and live that out. That's gonna be interesting. But I think the killer shack, not the killer shack, sorry, the basement will be in main buildings. I think I just passed it. So that's the only perk we have left to show off. We've just showed off clean break. We haven't seen the healing effects yet, but that is sure to come very soon. And of course, we've also done shoulder the burden, so I really hope she doesn't come down here. I really hope she doesn't come down here. She probably will, but we're going to try it anyway, guys. Invocation, treacherous crows. Fingers crossed she leaves, because I have a feeling she's going to come down here right now and disturb me. And that would not be based. That would be very cringe. Hey, apparently Feng's come to join me. Thank you. How kind of you. Just speed up the process for me a little bit, because this takes like a whole minute, by the way. Oh, and there you go. You can see clean break take its effects there. Got fully healed. Very nice. And we are not far off now from finishing our invocation, so we can get that juicy aura value whenever the crows get spooked. There we go. It is complete. And now we are broken for the rest of the trial. Hell yeah. Just what we want. Oh no, and the killer's nearby. Hell yeah. Nice. Okay, well, I'm gonna head up here. I'ma just do this gen. Oh, never mind. It's already been done. Forget me. The fact that this is legit is just so funny to me. I'm sorry, she just doesn't fit in the game. You can try and argue against it all you like. You can try and defend behavior's balls. You can try and, like, claim that she's so good, but she just isn't, bro. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. She needs to be removed, really. I mean, unless they add, like, a really redeeming, cool, grotesque, whatever, may it be, skin when she drops, maybe then that'll redeem it for me a little bit, and I might actually buy it at release, but otherwise, I don't see myself getting this chapter. The perks are good, I'll give it that, but her design is really bad, and not only that, but also the chase music thing as well is not intimidating either, which also really adds to it as well. That adds to the absolute blunder that this killer is. Honestly, how do you manage to mess up the killer design and the chase music? Like, she's not remotely threatening. It's sad, really. It's a sad sight to see, but yeah, as you guys could be seeing, that entire time we've been getting aura value on and off. Oh, and they got the flash blind and a second one. Damn! Oh, she DC'd! Oh my god. Oh, it's a tragedy. No, what are we gonna do? Feng, we should make out right now. GG, guys. GG. I feel so bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. This killer is whack as hell. That was a beautiful save. That was a beautiful save. Bro, I just checked out my teammate's bio on Steam, and it says Taylor Swift has 300 songs about guys leaving her, but none about well-engineered urinals that don't splash. That's a very good point. Pretty fun gameplay, I guess, whilst it lasted. We managed to show off all the perks, at least. I was hoping for more chases and stuff, but that's fine. Alright, you guys, so that was the video. Let me know down in the comments what you all think of this new chapter. I actually made some notes. So, the first thing I want to say is that the killer sucks to play as most of the time, especially the dog pathing, which is really finicky, both initially and when rerouting, though in those cases I've had a bit more luck. But it just feels very janky. Like, unless you're dumb enough to run in straight lines, you're not likely to get a dog attack on you. I feel like the dog as a concept is cool, but when you're trying to execute it most of the time, it just feels difficult. Now, the whole searching area thing, the only problem with that right now is in the PTB, obviously, which will be fixed for the live, is that sometimes it doesn't detect survivors. It'll run over there and it won't always pick people up. That, I'm sure, will be fixed. But that's like the only good part of the power, because when you're trying to use chases a lot of the time, it has to go in a straight direction. You can curve it slightly around some obstacles, but my point is it's very hard to use, and unless you have practiced it a load, even then you're still going to have, you know, some bad games with it. But I feel like it is very depressing, to be honest, playing as the new killer sometimes, because you come out of the game with absolutely nothing to show for it, and instead you just had a bunch of survivors spit in your face, do all the gens in like less than 5 minutes, and then teabag you at the exit. That is basically what my experience has been as the killer. I've only had a handful of good games. Another thing I think that is dumb regarding the power is that the dog doesn't use its own initiative to go for a survivor within a certain range of a path, which makes it feel like a total automaton. I know it would probably be considered unfair if it could just run around more loosely, but if the survivor is in direct line of sight or right next to the dog, I think it should at least grab onto them, because not only does it look stupid as hell that they just return back to you as if nobody's there, but I find that it's also difficult to get a perfectly lined up attack grab a majority of the time. That's just my experience, though. I personally think it should have a detection zone within its patrol pass, like the Knight's Guards, except if there's a wall or obstacle, say, between it and the survivor, then it can't find them. That would be understandable. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that would make the killer a bit too strong, considering the time it takes the survivors to break free, and it would kind of remove the only skill requirement the killer really has. Plus, I guess when you manage to pull it off, the grabs do feel more rewarding, but still, I find that the dog would work better if it actually had a detection radius of some size on its chases. I feel like there's potential for the power if they update the dog, and she could be better. Another thing, this is very nitpicky to be honest, but I hate how the dog fucking gyrates around on your screen, like when you're playing as the killer. I wish it were able to just follow alongside you until you order it to perform a task, rather than spazzing around in the lower third of your screen and just making its goofy dog noises, you know? Which gets very annoying to look at after a while. I know it's supposed to be a rabid beast, okay, sure, but again, it's a nitpick. But most of my complaints really come down to her visual design. Also, her chase music, I feel like could have been better. It's not very scary. I guess it's slightly fitting. I still don't know what she's supposed to be. Is she supposed to be a pirate? I'm still very confused about that. But I don't think, damn, that's freaky. That's like really scary. I am totally unnerved by her presence. Like, no, I'm not sure what everyone's expectations were. I didn't have any because I didn't know this was even happening. This was honestly a surprise drop for me. I didn't even realize this PTB was even coming up, but I have read other people's interpretations anyway of what they thought was going to be happening, and it was nothing like what we got. It feels a bit like the Skull Merchant all over again. I know like All Kill with the Trickster release had this exact reaction, and he isn't scary either. But you know what? His chase music kind of slaps. I'll give it that. And that's also the case with the Skull Merchant before they updated it and made it sound less like a washing machine, which sounds better somehow. Somebody out there who will happily eat up low-tier garbage that's pumped out for them will try and make a point against me here because they're easy to please, I guess. But it looks like they just went down the street, picked up a random resident who has a rabid dog and said, yep, you're going to be our new killer. Honestly, unless they release some really cool skins for her that drastically switch up her appearance, I'm probably not going to buy the chapter. It doesn't look good. If anything, it looks like they were trying to tick off more DEI boxes than trying to make the killer scary, which is very on the nose. And honestly, coming from a company like Behavior, that seems about right. That's kind of what I would have expected. The new map, however, is okay. It's not great or anything. I don't have any strong thoughts on the layout as of currently, since I've only had the chance to get on it like a couple of times. Visually, it feels a bit off. Like, it doesn't feel like the rest of the Ormond maps, which maybe was intentional. I don't know. I don't have any real complaints about it. I feel like the map's okay. The new survivor, don't really care for her. She's whatever, I guess. She's kind of ugly, to be fair. She's just like another one of those survivors that I'm just never going to play after the chapter releases. I can't stand the accent every time I load into the lobby. Nothing about this survivor visually entices me unless they add some kind of cool cosmetic again that will make me want to play her, but at least she doesn't look half as dumb as the new killer, because that's supposed to be a killer, not a random woman. The only other chapter-related complaint that I can probably think of would be the new survivor perk, Clean Break. Just because it has a very situational usage, which the only one I can think of would be for cases where you've just finished a heal on someone else and then a killer happens to interrupt you when they're returning the favor. That perk could then be useful, I guess, if you hit the ability button and then evade the area or keep the killer looped for a minute until it automatically heals you. The odds of that type of scenario happening with specifically having healed someone else first ain't that high, which overall leads to the perk being practically useless in most cases, and 95% of the time you're just gonna let your teammates finish the heal. So yeah, that could do with a tweak of some kind. I don't really have any thoughts on the state of the add-ons as they currently stand, but the rest of the perks are fine to me, certainly interesting. I can see one or two of them being tweaked before live release, especially that lunge perk for the killer because, well, it's good. I like the animations for the most part, like I previously mentioned in the video. The Mori's pretty cool. I'm actually relatively surprised by that. I think it's very brutal. It does more or less look like it's just a bunch of shit just stuck to your face when she's stomping on you, rather than it being actually caved in. But you know, DBD's never been particularly known for its realism when it comes to Mori's. As for the insane matchmaking times as killer specifically, I've heard from another player that that is normal for PTBs. But my god, it feels like you're playing in a pre-2015 COD title. It's crazy. It's like you have to wait upwards of 20 minutes sometimes trying to find a lobby, which is ridiculous. That's not obviously a chapter-specific complaint, but I felt like it deserved a mention since it is my first time ever experiencing one of these test builds. Yeah, as a whole, I feel like this chapter was a big letdown. The killer isn't intimidating whatsoever, except for maybe people who've survived real-life dog attacks. They need to dial the focus back to what's scary again, you know? Like, the recent licenses were cool. Not scary, but they were fun, but we need the same level of dedication as we got with The Unknown, for instance, and not whatever this shit was. That's just my personal thoughts, though. Again, let me know in the comments if you feel differently, if you agree. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the like button down below to let me know. Really helps the video out in the algorithm. Also, if you haven't done so already, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you never miss a single video of mine. Thank you all so much for watching, and I shall catch you all very soon with a new video. Goodbye.